from the iceberg with a grand polar, coming to you over the Ethernet and into your ears.
Right. Okay. Let's start. I meant to ask you before we start. I'm a bit confused because are you Absinthe Green or is the band Absinthe Green?
So my stage name, I started like more than a decade ago, and I was a bassist. I was the bass player for my previous bands, and that was my stage name, Absinthe Green. So because this is a very personal project and I've written everything in this band, like even the guitar solos, because I'm a control freak. I'm a guitar player, but I'm not playing lead guitars. I'm not playing solos. I don't have that virtuosity. So I played even the guitar solos that you hear. I played them on keyboards, and I'm a maniac, and I had like my guitarist just play it as I wanted it, because there's a reason for that, It's like I wanted the solos to be very poppy and very referring to the vocal melody and improvisation. So I wanted to have, let's say, the leitmotif of the main theme repeating on the guitars in a way, if it makes any sense. So every little detail is just carefully planned, but by the maniac that I am. So because this is a very personal project, I thought I should call it Absinthe Green as my artist name, and it's the Absinthe Green band in essence. So is your question answered, or are you more confused now?
No, that's fine. Okay, right. Let's start, and then you have to you can repeat whatever. Okay.
Yeah. You can ask me again.
Yeah. Hi, Absinthe, and welcome to From the Iceberg. If you'd just like to introduce yourself and tell us about yourself and Absinthe Green.
Okay. Hello. Thank you for inviting me here. I love your show, as you know. My name is Absinthe from Absinthe Green, the band Absinthe Green, and I'm the vocalist, songwriter, and excuse me, can we do it again? Because she's just, I have to, she's just cleaning herself. She just picked the time. I'm so sorry, but
it's fine.
Zelda, can you please, I swear, just before she wasn't here, she just picked the time. Zelda.
It's absolutely fine.
I'm so
sorry. It's actually better. It's more amusing.
Yeah. Hello, here's Absinthe and Zelda. So, hello, here is Absinthe from the band Absinthe Green. I'm the vocalist, songwriter, and guitarist, like rhythm guitarist of the band. A few things about me. I started playing music at a very young age, and like a decade ago, I left from. I'm living in Greece right now. I'm Greek, but I left to go to Germany to join my former band as a bassist. So my career in the music scene in the industry essentially started as a bassist. Funny enough, bass was not my first instrument. It was just I started playing by chance, really. And I went to the first band here in Greece. I was part of this first band, and then the second band, and then the management from Germany found me from the MySpace times, if you remember, do you have a MySpace? So yeah, I was kind of, let's say, discovered from my then management and first German band, and I essentially left and moved to live there and to play in this band. After some years, I was always writing my own music. So after some years, I really wanted to form this project that I had and I was working on as a full band, because I really wanted to play my songs live. So here we are right now, playing the music that you know.
So the music you used to play, what sort of music was it in your previous band? Was it similar to Absinthe now?
No, it was more, I played in more like, let's say, dark metal with gothic and death elements. I played in a technical thrash metal band. I played in bands with more scream and brutal vocals and stuff like that. So this is really, let's say, transition in style for me. I wanted to do something more poppy and fun and more rock and roll, and something that I can have a lot of fun playing live, like being on stage and just partying, even though I'm really just putting myself and everything that's troubling me in my songwriting. I wanted to just have a lot of fun with this project and this band live.
And who are your main musical influences?
Personally, in general, I love music of all different genres. So it could be classical, it could be jazz, it could be anything. But for this project, as I said, I started writing music for this project when I was doing my master's in songwriting, and I was heavily influenced by the pop structure and formula of the songwriting. So I have many pop principles I applied in my songs, but I'm also very much influenced by many great rock and roll bands and rock bands and metal bands. For reference, because I worked with our producer Hili Hilesma. He's a legend, and he has worked with many bands that are influential to me as a person and as a musician, like him or Sentenced or the 69 Eyes, or even like Typo Negative and stuff like that. So it's really a mix of things. Like some people can hear different things, other people hear different of my influences. People who know me find all these different influences that I had since my childhood there, but I cannot really pinpoint some stuff directly. But it's really a mix.
So how did the band get together? Did you just look for band members, or had you played with them before?
Well, I came to Greece. I had already this whole project in gear, and I knew from the get-go that I would get my previous drummer in the project. Harry Mason is the drummer of Random Walk. This is the previous band where we were playing together, the dark metal band. And he's one of my best friends and also my bandmate. And I knew that I wanted to do this project with him because he really also wanted to play this kind of music. So we started slowly getting the band together. Then we had some audition calls, and we found our bassist, Vili Piris. He auditioned, and I mean, we had the line of different auditions for different bassists, and he was the first one to audition actually. And then I just called off all the other ones because I knew he was the right person. So this was really lucky for us to just get the right person from the first time, Like guitarist is another story. Like we had to sing many guitarists. We had also, I don't know if you watched the first video, we have a different guitarist now. There's another one. We want to do it as trio, but I thought it would really lack the whole lead and solo situation that we had already in place. So we wanted to get a lead guitarist, and we did. We found another person, but we really had to audition many people to get the right one. It's not just a matter of a good player. He has to be responsible. He has to be in line with what the band wants to do to really get what we want to do. It's really like a personal relationship. More than anything.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, because lead guitarists do have a habit of wanting to take the stage and playing 10-minute solos.
It's what they say, when your ego is bigger than your talent, in the end, it's kind of prevails everything, and your art is just going to waste.
All your new material you've written yourself. Is it any kind of a band collaboration or input, or?
how I work is that I do the bulk of the songwriting. So mostly everything is ready. I do the drum tracking. I program the tracks, and I just, the whole spirit and the whole, let's say, style is already predetermined. And then I have each member do their own thing on the backbone, that is what I've already written. Now I think that with all this kind of let's say being together and having worked together for so long, like rehearsing, like with Willy and Harry, we have been rehearsing since it's been already 2 years. So we really have kind of melted together, and we just groove together and all that. So I think the second album will have more input from the other members, but still the bulk of the songwriting and the main structure is mine. And I've written a lot of songs, like I've written like more than 100 songs for this project. So we have a lot of songs for the next album as well, that we had a very difficult time to not choose for this one with my producer. So yeah.
You've released, you're on your third track now. How is the whole album going?
So the whole album is ready already since last summer. We have prepared the album and many visuals. Like we have a lot of videos that we've done, because we've done them. We had a very amazing crew and a big team, so we had to just organize all of them to just film them one after the other. So it was like the whole lockdown situation and the COVID, let's say, time, we really put it to good use, because we really produced a lot of things that we're just releasing the one after the other, so that we have some momentum before the whole album is released in fall. And that's also depending on different and various factors, as to getting maybe a very good offer, because we already have some offers, but I'm not really interested in just being in a record label just to say I'm in a record label. So really, I'm very eclectic in terms of which one would be the best, and I really want to have the full attention of the record label. You know, it's I always say to my bandmates, it's like I'm the person, I'm the baker who produces a very good chocolate cake, and I want to give it to your bakery. You know, you have a very big and amazing bakery, and I know that you're gonna sell because you're in a central place and you're selling to a lot of people. But if you take my cake and you don't put it in a central position, then it's gonna get stale and nobody's gonna try it. You know, it's the same thing with record labels. When they're oversaturated with different artists and bands, sometimes you don't get the chance of being highlighted and showcased as you should. And this is really like my child, and I really wanted to be well taken care of. So in that sense, I'm very selective and careful about my choices about that. Yeah.
Tour dates and live shows to support the release of the new album and thing. Is there any plans for that?
We have a general plan. Nothing is concrete right now. We have a show in Athens, Greece, next month, and we're looking so much forward to this, because I haven't played in years. The others also haven't played with their previous band, so it's essentially the first band as Absinthe Green here in Athens. And I think it's going to be a very good one, because we have also very great bands as guests. And this is the first live show that we're going to do. And then in the fall, we would like to go to organize a mini tour, so we can also coincide this with the release and push it, and also get to play in different venues. I love it so much.
Yeah, I think everything's starting to move again slowly after the whole COVID fiasco. Yes. So it's actually, and a lot of people that I've spoken to, they've all done the same. They've used that period, you know, in lockdown and everything like that, to like generate, because there's so much new music coming out at the moment. It's Everyone's just like, we've got to get it out now, which is great.
It's very cool. It's very cool, especially here in Greece, because I returned to Greece from Germany, which has the rock and metal scene and much bigger. Yeah, in Europe is one of the biggest scenes, and here in Greece things have dissipated since the decade that I left. Like so many things have changed, venues have closed off because we had also the financial crisis in Greece and all that. So this was very depressing to me to want to go out to places, and I've seen that they were closed because of the crisis and all that. They couldn't afford to keep them open and all that. But now you have a new influx of bands and concert venues and bars and all that. So I really love that, and I love that there are more new young musicians in Greece that are now starting to do it, and they're very good in what they're doing. So I'm really hopeful for the future.
Yeah, I think in a sort of strange way, it's actually been good because everyone now wants to go and see bands again. Everyone wants to hear new music again. So I think it'll bounce back stronger and better than it was before because, everyone's maybe a bit fatigued by everything. So, yeah, we'll see.
And I think it's also more and better music and more carefully done and produced. Like everybody's puts so much effort and taking too much attention in this kind of details. I see better produced music, more well thought and taken care of. That's what I've realized, and I love that so much.
Yeah, because they weren't just pushing it out for the sake of pushing it out. Yeah. That's
really
true.
had the time to reflect. Really had the time to reflect and write songs and just do things from the get-go in a right fashion. Yeah. So it's very cool.
One thing I like to do is, and it's very nice for social media, and it gives the fans and people a good idea of who you are in 1 minute.
Okay.
And it's this.
I've seen that. I've seen that. I picked through your Instagram. I've seen that.
Yeah, I changed the questions.
Okay, I didn't see many. I just seen a couple.
I didn't change the questions.
Okay.
I'm about to, because I'm aware that people are now getting wise to this, and they've already got a list of what.
I've done my homework. No, not really, but really I've seen a couple of those, and I'm like, will he do this with me? He didn't mention it in the email, but
no, I don't. That's the whole idea. But now people are catching on, so I'm going to think of something else. So
yeah, should replace something.
Are you ready?
Just a minute. Hydrating, it's good for you. Now I'm ready. Okay. Oh, I really don't know. I love, I'm vegan. I love anything vegan that's tasty and delicious, like maybe sushi and some amazing Greek food that's stuffed tomatoes with rice. It's one of my favorite things. Oh, that's tough. I would say in Europe, I'd say Helsinki. Favorite band? That's the worst thing you can do to me right now because it's so difficult. There's so many bands. I would say Dissection. Let's say Dissection. Dissection. This is a cliche, but black, then red, then purple, maybe. Favorite movie? Oh my god, I'm gonna go on cliches again, but my favorite movie is Dracula because it's the most amazing love story of all times. Oh. Can I say the Moonlight Sonata from Ludwig van Beethoven, or does it have to be a song? Okay, go with that. Favorite animal? Cats, by far. Gary Oldman. Doesn't take a lot. Favorite drink? Absinthe Green. Oh, come on. Come on. You know, there's a radio station called Bulldogs Radio, but my favorite show is From the Iceberg, you know? Do you know it? Check it out.
Nothing like a plug.
Of course. Come on, the last one is a plug for sure.
I normally play your favorite song on the show straight after the feature.
Yeah?
So that's going to be quite interesting for me to play Moonlight Sonata in the middle of
You want me to give you a different answer that will fit?
I'm keen to just do it anyway.
Okay. I thought of another one right now that it's done. Oh, do you want to do it? Okay.
Yeah. What?
It's called Bury Me Deep Inside Your Heart by him.
Okay, I don't know why I'm writing it down. I can put the reference.
Okay.
Perfect. You said Dracula was your favorite movie. Which version of Dracula?
The one from Coppola.
Is that the very first one? I love because I love the original Dracula in black and white. I have no idea who it was by.
You mean the one with Bela Lugosi?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was amazing. But I'm talking about the one with the Bram Stoker's Dracula that was done by Francis Ford Coppola.
Okay, yeah, all right. Because that Bram Stoker, when I was a kid, I just read that book over and over again. I loved it. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And cool. I think that's about it. That's all we need. I'll edit it all down. And yeah, so when the track's ready, your new track's ready, you send it, and then we'll look at not this Monday. Friday is the 13th, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Friday the 13th.
Yeah. So we'll do your feature the following Monday.
All right. If you want to, I can already send you the song right now so that you can have it. Just make sure not to leak it, please.
No, I wouldn't do that. Absolutely not. But I'm keen to hear it. So yeah, if you want to send it through, that'll be brilliant. Yeah.
Do you know Snowy Shaw, right?
Hmm.
He's been featured in the song.
Okay.
Snowy Shaw. He was in Merciful Fate, King Diamond. In King Diamond he was, and he's played also the bass for Dimmu Borgir, for many different bands actually. He's an amazing multi-instrumentalist, and we were lucky enough to have him sing the devil part of the song. And yeah, I'm really happy that he did that, and that he liked my song and lyric enough so that he would participate in that. Yeah,
I'm really interested to see your next video as well, because they're really good music videos. So
thank you. My sister is actually the production manager, because she's also a director, and she's working in different big productions, and we were able to just put this thing together, very professional, very like a big team of people and all that. Not like the first, because the first one involves so many different performers. The girls, the roller derby girls, they're from my roller derby team, and we have like the actor, my ex, whom I'm torturing and all that. The other one is just the band, but I think you will like the visual, I believe. All right. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best with your show and everything, personally and professionally. And I'll talk to you soon.
Ja, vielen Dank. Ich danke Sie.
Ja, danke dir auch.
Okay. Tschüss.
Cheers. Bye.